Bitcoin is breaking down right now, and on today's update video, I will be exactly discuss that next consolidation phase on the Bitcoin price action right now. And also, I will be talking about this major Christmas trap we've been creating in every single bull market year. So on today's update video, I will be talking about a lot of important data points. I will be talking about the fact that when is altcoin season actually going to be topping out? Should we be fading the market right now? I will be talking about the ETF data and much more important charts and data points which are telling us something very important. So without any further ado, don't forget to once again slap up that like button back above 1,000 likes. It will be highly appreciated. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. So once I'm diving in the imminent short term, we're starting to see that we're creating a descending triangle on the Bitcoin price action, where we're clearly, of course, creating lower highs and same lows in the market. And this is a very typical pattern getting created on Bitcoin. It is a typical continuation pattern, but it is a typical bearish continuation pattern. So very important to understand here. If Bitcoin right now is going to be seeing a break below this exact low right here, we are most likely going to be looking for an even bigger breakdown, and that could be quite catastrophic, especially for altcoins, but of course for Bitcoin as well. And for Bitcoin to still break bullish, we of course need to be seeing this downtrend getting broken, but this is of course something that is usually not really happening whenever we are creating a descending triangle, because 60 to 70% of the times it does break towards the downside. However, one thing I want to be mentioning is that we are right now sitting at a very big level of support here, because this level right here has also previously around provided major resistance, then here flipped into support, like you can see already for 4 times in a row right now here. So this is a major level of support where Bitcoin is not just easily going to be breaking below of, but whenever we do break below this level, I am expecting we could be seeing some more bigger moves towards the downside. But as long as we're not breaking below it, there's no real reason to be worrying about that here. Then on that daily time frame, we're seeing that we're breaking below that somewhat of that parallel channel that we're currently creating. And yeah, we're actually getting rejected by the previous support in the market. Maybe we're still going to be breaking above it. If that does happen, that would be a great thing for Bitcoin. But otherwise, we could be looking for some lower lows here. And yeah, I mean, on the daily time frame as well, we're clearly seeing that we're losing some momentum. But I do want to be pointing out, yes, the charts are telling us a lot of breakdowns. And what I want you to know as well here is that we are indeed creating a major Christmas trap here. I mean, in every single halving year here, during Christmas, we've always seen a slight little sell-off, just like the previous time around in Christmas of 2020. Just moments before Christmas, and at Christmas as well, we saw, of course, that big drop-off, and then after that, we saw that major rally higher, and that was ultimately the reason why the entire altcoin market also was rising so quickly. And right now as well, you can see it on all these different charts as well. Christmas is usually a very interesting time for crypto, and usually after Christmas is where we tend to see the Bitcoin price action go the most exponential. So are you going to be falling for this Christmas trap again here? I mean, if we're looking at history, it has played out many times before here. And if we're just going to be in general looking at, let's say, the altcoin market, it is likely not topped out here, because usually approximately 546 days after the halving is where the entire altcoin market tends to be topping out here. But just like we had in 2020/2022 here, the top only came later. First, we saw a slight little correction and then another wave towards the upside. So something similar could likely happen again for Bitcoin. And ultimately, guys, that is where I am looking for right now here. And I mean, if I'm going to be looking to the spot Ethereum ETF here, BlackRock has been buying significant amounts of Ethereum again here. I mean, we're starting to see huge inflows coming in on the Ethereum ETF. What is actually quite bad here is that on the Bitcoin ETF, we have seen the 3rd straight day of outflows, not from BlackRock, but yeah, we are seeing in general outflows happening right now on the ETF here. That is, of course, due to the fact that the market is just a little bit more in panic. People are really right now panicking a little bit more here, thinking the market and the crypto market is over. But this is something we have seen happening many times before here. But if you're just looking at the Bitcoin chart right now here, the total crypto market, we are only at the beginning point of a very exponential rally. And that is just a thing that I think is very bullish. And just like you can see in previous bull markets, we have right now seen a very big drawdown. We've seen a lot of these Bitcoin long-term holders changing their hands, and this is a clear signal that of course the market is in a capitulation event here, and that people are significantly cashing out here. So this is of course something happening very, very often, and this is not necessarily something bad, because if you're looking at the chart, every single time we saw these major spikes here, it was basically a great opportunity to actually accumulate bigger positions. So very excited for that. And of course I want to be pointing out here that around that 100 to 108k level, there's a lot of short liquidations laying. So a major short squeeze will also occur if we do hit those levels. And if we're just going to compare the previous cycles, we do likely have a lot of way to go here. And yeah, I talked about this as well in yesterday's video. But if we're just going to purely look at the Bitcoin halving cycle profit indicator, we do know that this is not the right time to take profit yet here. From off, let's say February 2025, we could start to take profits off the table, because from off that point, if we're going to be looking back at history, we could be topping out here. So that is just all historical data, and I want to be, of course, discussing this as we are going through this market, because I will also take more profits along the way up here. But I do believe right now is still not the right time to do it. And I mean, I've already significantly cashed out here, but I'm waiting for my next target to get reached before I'm going to cash out next time. So right now as well, if you're just going to be looking at the quarters where we're trading in here, likely Q1 2025 and Q2 2025 are still going to be quite good for Bitcoin. I mean, Q2 2025 could be the point where we're going to be topping out here, but we're just going to keep monitoring the market, see how it develops, and of course, if we see any bearish signals, you will be the first one to know here on the channel. So yeah, very interesting. Also, funding rates are dropping quite aggressively. And guys, if you want to be trading Bitcoin, altcoins, if you maybe think the market is really going to be crashing lower, you can also take major short positions on some altcoins. So if you want to be trading Bitcoin or any other altcoin, don't forget to check out Blofin in the link description of today's video, because right now you can claim a $100,000 deposit bonus. And yeah, that is ultimately something very, very interesting for everyone to use in the link description of today's video. You just need to go to the highest link below, guys, sign up an account, and you can start to claim that insane deposit bonus. Further on, we are starting to see that, of course, maybe people are saying to me, oh, but Bitcoin does look quite dangerous right here. But yeah, very interesting level that we're currently seeing here. And honestly, the next time we're going to be touching this level, I'm going to be definitely even closer monitoring this level, because it could be indeed quite dangerous. Then quickly looking at the altcoin market, I mean, we're seeing a perfect retest of the Bitcoin dominance right now here. I mean, we're starting to see that the Bitcoin dominance is dropping again here. Altcoin dominance is increasing again. And honestly, on the bigger perspective, we're creating a major rising wedge here on the Bitcoin dominance chart here. We're seeing exactly a rejection from off that level, and that ultimately is going to be leading towards potentially that bigger correction in the market right here. So I'm very excited for that here, because if this does break down here, we could be in for a major altcoin season. And just like we have been for previous times around as well here, we could be in for some very significant price action. So I'm very excited for that. I'm excited for altcoins. But anyways, this video was definitely a little bit shorter. Enjoy your Christmas holiday season. It's going to be incredible. And I mean, honestly, if we are looking at all the data, historically speaking, in these bull market years, guys, Bitcoin tends to do very well after Christmas. So we've got a very bright future ahead of ourselves here. So I'm very much looking forward towards that. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, slap up that like button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.